Hello and welcome back to Hearthstone. It's me, Hollow. We currently have 1,450 gold. That's right, since we last saw each other. It was a beautiful moment, but yeah, we've gained gold overall, and that excites me deep within. Currently my rank is now rank 11 compared to last time. I believe I'm close to 10. I'm not sure though, don't quote me on it. But yeah, we're doing well, okay? So the rust is still there, admittedly, but it's improved. We actually did another Warrior Arena. Actually, well, I say we. I did a Warrior Arena run off camera after the last one that I did, just to see how well I could do in comparison. Was there any improvement? I went 4-3 last time. It was close, you know, each time, and you know, it was a close 4-3. Obviously not happy with the result, but you know, the fights were still good. And then I went and did this Warrior Arena and went 7-3. And honestly, that's an improvement and I'm happy with that. So we're going to see what we can bring out this time with this arena run. And we're going to find out what class we're going to be. What class are we going to be? What class? Tell me. Ooh, liking the look of the rogue. Not played a rogue in a while. I'm doing a lot of ranked as the priest. I do not like mages as a rule. So it might be the rogue. So what we got quest-wise? Druid or Rogue, cast 40 spells. It's gonna be the Rogue. I'm excited. I'm excited. Someone's asking when the next Hearthstone video is coming. Well, I'm a little bit busy. Kind of tempted by the Arcane Golem because Rogue and, you know, burst damage, but I know Azure Drake is just too good. So basically, what we're gonna do now is hope to see an improvement with my choices on cards. Something that I really like to do in Arena is get Spiteful Smiths when I'm playing a Rogue, because as the hero power, have a 1-2, you know, sort of weapon, you can sort of craft your own fiery Winax constantly with this fella. It's pretty great. So, a lot of comments were telling me about the Gnomish Inventor, saying that when you think of it as it draws a card, you should take away like a mana and a half away from it and it becomes kind of a valued card. And I have to agree, in Arena, it's not as bad as I previously thought like last time. So, thank you for the comment. They're the ringleader, you know, what can I say about that? It's good. Blue Goo Warrior is meh, Betrayal's meh, and Deadly Poison is yes, please. Okay, Frost Elemental. Okay, I guess. Direwolf Alpha. Okay, I guess. And Murloc Raider, pretty shit. I think we'll be able to get more expensive stuff later. I think we really need the 2s and 3s and 4s as a priority. Okay, this is meh, really. You know, it's you can argue that you would get it to you know, generate a combo point and then play something, but Eviscerate's amazing, so we take Eviscerate. Alright, so a good 2-drop, an okay 5-drop, pretty great 5-drop in Arena. Need I say more? We have enough 5s. It's Direwolf City right now. We're not like someone who can really do anything with this. Arcane Golem again, tempting, very tempting, but Defender of Argus very strong still, in my opinion. Tauren Warrior, ugh. Silverback Patriarch, ugh. Shadow Step. Kind of had some uses. You can do some fancy shit with it. What fancy shit could I do? Like, ask me. Okay, say it out loud. Aaron, what fancy shit can you do with that? Well, I could play an Azure Drake, and then Shadow Step it back and play it again for a second card draw. You know what I mean? I could bring back the Spiteful Smith when it's about to die, play again. Put out a bunch of scrubs. I could Defender of Argus twice. That's pretty neat. I could draw another card. Okay, look, Shadow Step wins here, alright? Shadow Step wins in this case. Worgen Infiltrator. One of the best 1-mana cards, in my opinion, because you can just have it sit there and then eventually just, like, snipe off something. Like, you could just leave it there for, like, fucking ages, like, turns and turns and turns. And then at one point, just be like, alright, I'm gonna need that 2 damage now. Wolf Rider, just a great trade 1/1 card, but Sentient Shieldmaster, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Alright, well, if I wasn't a rogue, I'd probably go Fairy Dragon, but I am a rogue, so ringleader. Alright, War Golem is okay in Arena, but it's just not that great. Deadly Poison, good, but I already have one, so I'd rather have the War Golem. I don't really have anything all expensive right now. Ooh, okay. Choices, choices, choices. Blade Fury, very good board clear. Perdition's Blade, amazing card. And the Master Swordsmith, alright at best. And I have a bunch of 2s, so it's between Blade Fury and Perdition's Blade. Leaning on the Perdition's Blade. Don't have any weapons. I do have a Diddly Poison. It's going to be the Blade. Okay, Dark Iron Dwarf, still good, even though it was nerfed since I last played. Abusive Sergeant, good. Acolyte of Pain, good. I've not got any card draw, so I'm going to go with the Acolyte of Pain for that reasoning. Harvest Golem, amazing. Still amazing. Tempted by the Blade Fury now. Flurry, not Fury. I don't actually have any card draw. I don't have any board clear right now. But the Injured Bladesmith is pretty sweet. I'm going to take it because I need at least one board clear, in my opinion. Okay, it's spamming us with Deadly Poisons now. And it's tempting. It is very tempting, but I feel like, you know, Arena's a lot about strong minions. Like the SI agent. Okay, next up is Shiv versus Amani Berserker, because Stellaring Mage is just not that great. I mean, it can work in certain decks. I guess I have some spells, but really not that much. So, you know, not worth it, in my opinion. So, Shiv, do 1 damage. Usually, you know, it makes the difference. That tiny bit of damage can save the day, and you get to draw a card. Versus the Mani Berserker. Well, how many 2s do we have? We currently have 4 2-drops. And we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. So it's kind of balanced right now. Very balanced. Yeah. Let's go with this Shiv. Fuck it. Fuck it. Right, Sap, good cards. Mad Bomber, good card. Priestess of the Illusion, good cards. Well, okay, Priestess of the Loon, not that great. In fact, I'm going to go with the Mad Bomber because it's, you know, got to have the Mad Bomber. Okay, we're getting way too many 2-drops now. I don't really have that much late game stuff, but a Core Hound is shite on average. Like, just because it has 5 health, so much kills that. I don't want any more 2s, and I don't really want this 1-drop. I just got a Core Hound. Ugh. Okay, Blue Goo Warrior, another 2-drop. Don't really want. Tauren Warrior's met, and Dread Corsair can be lowered because it's, you know, got a lot of weapons as a rogue. Right, now we have another Blade Flurry, which I don't want, and a turn 1-drop, so I'll take it. Legendary choice. Hell yes. Don't mind if I do. It's going to be Illidan all the way across the sky. Okay, Eviscerate. Eviscerate. Cold Blood versus Fan of Knives. Cold Blood, good for those sort of sudden finishers. Fan of Knives, board clear. I do have one already. Cold Blood. Cold Blood. It just feels right. It feels right, okay? I have seen some amazing, hilarious play with an Elven Archer, and especially with Shadow Steps. You know, you get a lot out of that battle cry early game. You'd be surprised. But my deck's kind of already pretty deep into the 2s as it is. And the 1s, I guess. But, you know, it's very cheap. I'd like some, like, later game stuff. But I don't know, the Concealed's good. Like, what could I save, you know? Illidan Storm Rage would be nice to save. Conceal has some utility. Ah, fuck it. Elven Archer. I've got a Shadow Step. Alright, last card. Planet Slayer Summoner's kind of meh. Light Warden's meh for Rogue, because I don't really have that healing. And I want the Injured Blade Master. Alright, so I don't know what I rate the deck, but it has an Illidan Storm Rage in it. So I'm dreaming big, okay? I'm dreaming big. Let's go to the first game. Naturally, in our first game, it is a Rogue mirror matchup. Ugh. Right, well, this is not good, because Gorehound obviously 7 mana. Obviously, I don't want that. Dread Corsair could be 3 mana. The SI Agent is a great card, but I have to combo it with stuff. I don't have any of my insane amount of 2-drops. Where's my 2-drops? That's not a 2-drop. Specifically, no 2-drop right here. You know, I have a couple 1-drops. Don't see them. Don't fucking... Do you see them? I don't fucking see them. So the thing about Rogue is something I've mentioned before, I'm pretty sure, is I currently believe Rogues have such an insane advantage when they go second, because Coin gives them an extra mana and activates combo. And you can do stuff like this. You can coin to 2 mana and then you play the Defias Ringleader. Well, he coined out a wicked knife. All right. Well, based on that play, I would be ashamed if I lost this game. So let's do our best, shall we? Let's see how strong his deck is. Fair enough. Maybe he wanted to get that combo going. When I think about it, you know, maybe he had a plan. Shouldn't be too judgmental. Okay, this is not going to work. It's just going to shoot me 3 times in the face and not kill that. Which would suck. My other choice would be just to put down the 3/3. You know, that would trade with that. That'd be nice. Or I could go ahead and Petition's Blade, smack it once, and then hit it myself. And then next turn, that is only 2 mana. And we have the Mad Bomber. That sounds pretty nice to me. Alright, what the... Did you hear the fucking... My weapon just spat the fuck out. It was like opening and closing. Like freaking out. Okay, right. That's not good. That is not good. My plan was to Mad Bomber. But if I Mad Bomber and it hits that loads of times, you know, that won't work for me. Oh, that's okay. I could, you know, Elven Archer, put it to 2, and then SI Agent and put it dead. Sure, I give it 2 draws, but it's better than, you know, potential of 3. The other option would be to hit it with the weapon, an Archer, and maybe put down the 3/3 taunt. But I don't need the taunt right now, and I can hold onto the weapon that way and have that later. I like that. I like that. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go and pop that, and then we pop that, and then we pass the turn. Hang on to that weapon. Can do some nice stuff with the Cold Blood as well, hopefully. I love rogues. It was one of my favourite classes to start with. When I started playing back in the beta, I started playing around the time, for those of you who play that long, around the time rogues were the best class. Like, they were ridiculously overpowered. And it was like the first main patch of the game. And they pretty much fixed rogues. And then rogues were like, they weren't terrible, but compared to how they were, everyone thought they were the worst class now because of how strong they previously were, and in comparison, being, you know, kind of on par with other classes, it just seemed like shit. You know, the way priests, you know, when they got nerfed after the mind control nerf, where it was 8 mana up to 10 mana, no one played a priest. Absolutely fucking no one after that patch. And it was just a similar thing, because they were so strong, unbelievably strong, before the patch, and then the patch hit, and then they were kind of just like, okay, and then people were just like, well, I guess it's shit now. So, funny how that works. Anyway, he is really running out of time here. He is actually there. He's not AFK. Okay, so he's made a terrible turn 1 play, but with a kind of backup for it, which was understandable. And then he has just gone ahead and played something that's really kind of meh. Right, I want to eviscerate that, I think, and I want to play this. And you know, while I've got control, I'm really going to push him. You know, this guy hasn't really made the best plays. I have a taunt up. As a rogue, he needs to assassinate that. And if he assassinates that, I still have quite a lot of damage here with the Defender of Argus as well. You know, I'm happy with that. The issue now is, does he have the assassinate? You know, even if he saps it, that'd be fine because I get the battle cry again. What's this? It's not aiming it. It must be a minion. So he's played a Wild Pyromancer, Fan of Knives. Wild Pyromancer freaks the fuck out. And he does nothing. Great! That is wonderful news. That is just wonderful news, because I get to do this, and then I'm going to buff those up to 2 health, and then I'm going to give myself another weapon, and then I'm just going to beat the shit out of him. And, yeah, going well. First game, going well against another rogue. Here's the mirror matchup. The deck would appear to be strong, but it honestly feels like this rogue opponent just isn't that, you know, hasn't made the best card choices, for example. There's the Stormpike Commando, which is still a pretty bad card overall, in my opinion. We have currently 10 that's 10 damage. Currently we have 10 damage. If that survives. That card has to survive. We've won the game if that card survives. We've won the game. Alright, well, let's have some fun then. Let's have some fun. So, that puts him to 3. And, you know, if this Mad Bomber betrays me and kills the Dread Corsair and the Defender of Argus, I still win. So, let's do it. How's my luck? Good, nice. Beautiful. Finisher. I was kind of hoping that he would betray me a little bit, you know, for the fun of it, but no, there was no betrayal there. He did slap me once, just to let, you know, give me a warning shot, show me who's boss. Mad Bomber's the boss, but it worked out for us. Alright, the final game of this video, because I did do the deck drawing. Very annoyingly, for me, we have gone turn 1, first turn, again. As a rogue, as I stated many times apparently now, I prefer going turn 2 as a rogue, you know, because of the coin and the combo. If I was going turn 2, I would currently be putting down a Defias Ringleader and having one of the better plays early game that exist in the game, and I would like to do that, but not what happened for us. But we still have a good turn 2 because we have the Mad Bomber. Basically, if he plays something, I have a high chance to murder it with the Mad Bomber, unless it betrays the shit out of me. Okay, right, so that is a very strong card, and I need to get rid of it. I could 100% get rid of it with a weapon. I could 100% kill that. And then I'd have a weapon after the fact. But I have a Petition's Blade for my turn 3, and I would like to use that. So, you know, you only live once. Please, kill that 2-1. Kill the 2-1. Kill the 2-1. Yes! Ah, Mad Bomber! You're the best. I love you. Oh, yes. Oh yes. I like that. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pleased with the result. Okay, so this can pretty much kill most of the things he can put down with 2 mana, but he has not coined, so he's probably going to coin an Animal Companion. That's usually like the best turn 2 play for a hunter, really, when you think about it. Like, hey, he doesn't have that. So, is there any way I can sort of make anything extra out of this? Now, obviously, I want to weapon up here. But that just means I can't do anything else. So I Petitioner's Blade, kill that, hit through here, and save the Petitioner's Blade or do the damage. He's a hunter. He's bound to have a lot of beasts. I'm going to need the weapon. So, we Petitioner's Blade, and we hang on to both charges in the RNG God pray chance that he does not have a Swamp Ooze right now. If he does, I will wail and assume that you are also wailing with me, so, you know, I'll appreciate that. But, yes, he has 3 mana. He can play a Swamp Ooze. He has not used his coin yet, so he could go to 4 mana. I assume he's saving the coin for something big, and that's a terrible card. A 2-2 taunt that is killable to a massive amount of things, and the things that could kill it usually survive as well. Such as the 2-3 Crocolisk, those kind of cards. Or the Harvest Golem, you know? Or the 2-1 from the Defias Ringleader. Or my weapon that I have. I could get a quite nice play here. So what are the chances? What are the chances that he has a explosive trap right now? Because I could have, my choices are play the Dread Corsair and Cold Blood, and then I have a ridiculous kind of start again. Or I could play the Dread Corsair and Defias Ringleader, and then I have, you know, a 3-3 and then a 2-1 and a Is that a 2-1 or a 2-2? Oh, it's a 2-2. Yeah, whatever. It dies to the goddamn trap, is what I'm trying to say. And if he has a trap, that would ruin me. So, what I am going to do instead is play the Harvest Golem, assuming he has a trap. Kill that. I am going to call blood, because hell yes. And, 7 damage. Turn 4. Nice. So, that was my reasoning behind not putting down the Defiance Ringleader, because if he does have an explosive trap, he is a hunter, it would absolutely destroy me. You know, I wouldn't be able to attack him. I just wouldn't be able to attack him. And, you know, I don't have any way to increase the health, so I would lose those cards. So, you know, it made sense to just put down the solid 2-3. I do want to get down the Dread Corsair while it is down to 2 mana. But, yeah, I need my card draw, really. You know, I've only got 3 cards in hand. I do have 2 on board, obviously, but, you know, he could wipe those out. And he has 7 in his hand, so he's at a massive card advantage. He hasn't coined yet, has he? Now that I think about it. Still. Like, what is this guy doing? I mean, if he's not coined yet, he didn't have a good 5 mana. Is he looking for, like, a Savannah High main? Turn 5. Good silence. Good silence. Oh, he has finally used his coin. And put down a fucking Goldshire Footman. Ah. You know, I like this guy. I like this guy. Okay, Damn, I was trying to think of something, like, fancy to do with a Blade Flurry. You know, it would do 2 damage to everything on his side. But that would survive. But it doesn't matter, right? Because even though it does survive, I've not attacked with the weapon. So I would be able to then weapon up and finish that off and then just pump damage through and save what I have here. That would be great, actually, I think. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. That's fancy as shit. I did say I wanted to save it for the Dread Corsair, but, you know, that was just a better play because I continue to have board control and I actually managed to hang on to my cards a little bit more. I was saying last turn, you know, I don't have many cards in my hand, whereas he has a card advantage on me. So if I lose the cards on board, I would be pretty fucked. So I need to hang on to them as best I can. And that play only used 1 card, ultimately, because I used my hero ability. I think my phone is charged. It just went off, like, over at the end of the room. So we'll check that out later, you know, when I'm not recording, maybe. Okay, so he's played the weak version of the Fiery Winex, the warrior deck, though it is awesome with secrets, so I assume he's got some secrets. He has killed that Mad Bomber. That Mad Bomber is a king. That Mad Bomber has been there since turn 2, dominated, killed his 2-1, smacked him for 7 damage, smacked him for 3 damage, smacked him for 3 damage. Dude hates that Mad Bomber, and with good reason. Right, well, we get to do something fancy here as well, it seems. So
many options.
Yeah. Very fancy. Look at the fanciness. Jesus, so much fancy. No, I was hoping to maybe Defender of Argus here and put it on these 2 and also get that down, but, you know, that would mean I had 10 mana, and strangely enough, on turn 6, I do not have 10 mana. I ain't no druid, come on. Been playing a lot of ranked as druid. So fun. And I have this amazing priest deck that's all about just stealing the cards of the opponent, and I fucking love it. It's the most hilarious troll shit. I played a game against Scoobiac, and the entire time he was just like, fuck you. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm going to be doing, like, dual videos soon. I did one with Rage recently. That might have gone up by now. It was very funny. Where I was playing that priest deck against him. It was a bit trolly at the time, and I've refined it since, but yeah, it was a good deck. He has used 5 mana to get a card that costs 4 mana. Great. Okay, I think I'm just gonna, like, win. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I just conceded. Well, there's your games. That was very fun and a nice start to the arena. I don't know whether to rate this deck as good. I just feel like my opponents have had terrible cards and made some stupid choices, and I've been lucky. So we'll see how it goes in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share it with friends if you think they would enjoy this kind of stuff. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great day.